Welcome back, ladies and gents. Another episode of Hot Takes and Pump Fakes. Got some of the regular crew. We got Coach B coming in late. Everybody give a round of applause to Ryan Brewer. Man, ladies, he's taken, so you might as well just back off. But we got a new face. Matthew Owens, Matty Ice. Matt, you want to give a little info about yourself?
Yeah, you can just call me him because I am him.
Okay.
Down in Charleston, South Carolina, down here with Kelvin. Used to work with Kelvin back in Florence. Used to work with all these ugly fellas. Uh, yeah, let's get into it.
All right. Well, Sunday. It was a great game until, questionable call at the end. But Kelvin, I mean, what is your reaction to this year's Super Bowl?
I mean, John, I think we could brag a little bit because we're the only people to pick the Chiefs.
That's crazy.
I literally picked them.
Anyway, yeah, I know a lot of people like to say that it came down to the call, but I mean, at the end of the day, I think it was the right call. Uh, the Chiefs, I mean, the Eagles. All the talk was about the Eagles' defense, and they didn't do absolutely squat in the second half. Patrick Mahomes had one incompletion in the second half. Other than that, he was dotting them up. I know the yards don't look great. Well, he only had what? Did he even have over 200?
Yeah,
Yeah,
182.
Yeah. So didn't even pass for over 200, but those 182 were all those yards were important because he may have not been getting long bumps. They just kept getting first downs, which is all that mattered. They couldn't guard Kelsey. Juju had a good game, and those red zone defenses by the Eagles were just both touchdowns wide open.
Yeah.
And then I told one of my coworkers, I was like, if to the keys to the game, I was like, the Chiefs will win if Pacheco has over 75 yards. He has 76. And I feel like if the Eagles could, I mean, if the Chiefs could run the ball, then I think it was game over for the Eagles. But yeah, I mean, the Eagles defense, I guess, is overrated. Chiefs, shout out to the Chiefs offensive linemen. They did their thing. Pat Mahomes didn't get touched like once. He didn't get sacked the whole game. But yeah, shout out to the Chiefs. Shout out to Mahomes. I'll even give a shout out to Jalen Hurts. He surprised me. He had a really good game until the last pass where he only threw like 30 yards. But other than that, though, yeah, shout out to the Chiefs.
Yeah, I mean, crazy run game from the Chiefs. Did not expect that. Matt, I mean, new guy. What did you see during that game?
I mean, obviously, very disappointing since I had money on the Eagles. But yeah, I didn't think it was a holding, and even if it was a holding, you gotta. I feel like in that moment you gotta let it go. Like you gotta let it go. That's too important of a moment, just to throw a little ticky tack foul like that or penalty like that. So to me, I think it was a great game. My girl Rihanna did her thing. Uh, I hate the ending. I think it was so stupid. I was ready for overtime football, and it got taken away.
Yeah. Yeah, what could have been? I still think Chiefs would have won in the end. That's just me. I don't know. But Davo, I know your boy Mahomes did it, right?
That is not my boy Jackson. Anyway. Yeah, it was a good game. Congratulations to the Chiefs. Makes some of my division look good. But yeah, just congratulations to the Chiefs. I do want to give my flowers to Jalen Hurts, though. Guy balled out of his mind. I mean, he had 4 of the 5 touchdowns. He had 3 in the air, or 3 on the ground and 1 in the air. 300 yards passing and 70 yards rushing. All 3 of their backs combined didn't even touch 50 yards rushing. So I just want to give my flowers to Jalen Hurts. He played his heart out. And then it was a good game.
Yeah. James,
Yeah, I
you're
was
talking a lot. Well, before I say this, James, this is very surprising to me. He was fighting tooth and nail for Mahomes in the group chat one of the boys' group chats from Florence the other night. I mean, he was going crazy. It was actually very surprising. I never thought James, the Los Angeles Chargers fan, would stick up for my guy, but he did.
I mean, you gotta recognize greatness at some point. I pulled up their stats for quarterback because it was a true quarterback duel. This is going to go down. It's one of the best quarterback duels in a Super Bowl. Mahomes 21-27, 182, 3 touchdowns, 96 QBR, 44 yards rushing. Hurts 27-38, 304 passing yards, 1 pass touchdown, 79.7 QBR, 70 yards rushing, and with 3 touchdowns. I mean, that was something. And I was watching it with David and Ryan, and whenever the Eagles scored on that 2-point conversion with 5:18 left, I looked at them. I was like, they should definitely onside kick it. And everyone thought I was crazy. And I was like, they're not going to get the ball back with enough time. Mahomes you gave him too much time, and he's just going to milk it and milk it and milk it and get first down after first down. And they did. Eagles, like Kelvin was saying, that defense did not show up in the second half. You can't let huge runs by Jarrett McKinnon and Mahomes happen in a fourth quarter of a game, and a 65-yard punt return by Kadarius Toney. But this is one Super Bowl that I actually enjoyed watching.
Yeah, so a couple thoughts that I had. Hate to hate on y'all's boy Deebo Samuel, but after the game that they played, he was saying that the best way to beat the Eagles was to take it over the top, and I think that was probably the worst take I've ever seen. I mean, Chiefs put up 38 points and probably didn't have a pass over 20 yards. I mean, they didn't need to. You just keep moving the ball. I mean, obviously, you're not taking the top off of the secondary that they got. It's just not happening, regardless of what's going to happen. I think the Eagles' game plan going to it was that was going to happen, and I just didn't think they could adjust. I mean, Jalen Hurts, I know I was pulling up all those stats the other day about him in big-time games, and he definitely proved me wrong. He balled out, and I think the Eagles are going to be a very exciting team. I mean, they're going to be back in the Super Bowl with him at quarterback and with the pieces they got around him. And then what did I tell y'all before the playoffs started? I said the teams with the 2 best offensive lines from each conference are going to make the Super Bowl. Chiefs, Eagles. That's exactly what it was. Both offensive lines played pretty good. I think the Eagles' offensive line could have played a little better on the rushing side of the ball, but, hey, it is what it is. So shout out to both of those O-lines for doing their thing this year and getting those teams to the Super Bowl. Now, I do have a question. It's about number 15 out in Kansas City, the $500 million man. Where are we ranking him all time after this game? I'll swing it back to James. I'll let him, put his thoughts.
I actually made a little top list just because I had some time. I got him at let's see. I got him at 7. Here's just some names. In front of him, there's Brady, in order. I made it in order. Brady, Manning, Montana, Marino, Brett Favre, Johnny Unitas. Mahomes is 7. He's in between Unitas and Aaron Rodgers. I think that might be a hot take, but I think Mahomes has already surpassed Aaron Rodgers and Drew Brees and Steve Young and John Elway. I think he's sitting at 7. He can easily get into this top 5 with another MVP, with another Super Bowl. Honestly, he may not even have to do that. And if he just keeps going the way he's going, he's still super young, 27, I think, 27, 28. So, I mean, his prime's going to last for probably another 8 years, and it's going to be a problem for the rest of the league.
Matty Ice, where are you ranking him, big guy?
Not too far off. I've got him 5th all time. Obviously, Brady's the GOAT. Always will be the GOAT. Then I have Joe Montana, Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, and then Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes, like James was saying, he's still super young. He's definitely going to hit top 2. I don't think unless he has the Super Bowls like Brady does, I don't think he passes Brady as all-time GOAT. But definitely by the end of his career, if he stays healthy, he's top 2 forever.
Go.
I think he's already top 5. In terms of talent, he's probably top 2. But I think already what he's accomplished in 5. Whoa. I think what he's already accomplished in 5 years is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, that just shows who knows what he's going to do in the next 10, 15 years. But I think top 5, I mean, Brady, Manning, Montana, probably Marino, and then honestly, he may be in front of Marino. I think he's top 5. I'll put it.
Coach P, welcome.
What's up, guys?
So, where are you ranking Mahomes at?
This sucks because I didn't have time to do any research or anything like that. I did hear Owen's list, and the guys that he listed off, I mean, I can agree with them being in front of him. For sure, though, he's got to be top 5. Honestly, he wins another Super Bowl within the next 2-3 years, and I would put him up top 3. I think he's already, like Kelvin was saying, on terms of most talented. He's already up there. I think he's already got more like raw, pure talent than most quarterbacks we've ever seen in our lifetimes. So it's just the accolades. I mean, if he gets to those achievements, those experiences, and those accolades of, he's one of the only quarterbacks ever to win 4 or 5 Super Bowls, so on and so forth, then, I mean, what argument is there at that point in time? And that could be something that we see within the next 7 years. So,
yeah, it's crazy what he's doing right now. Davo, number 1 Patrick Mahomes fan. Where are you ranking him, man?
Right now I got him 6 through 10. There's only 5 quarterbacks that I would take over him for sure. Like, they're solidified in my top 5. That's Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Joe Montana, Dan Marino, and John Elway are all the QBs I just would for sure take over him right now. But there's arguments for that 6 through 10. Guys like Drew Brees, like Owens had in his top 5, and just like guys like that, and Aaron Rodgers in general too. And that's where I have him fall. I don't have a specific number because there's an argument at this point in time for Patrick Mahomes, but there's no telling 5 years from now where I have him.
Yeah, mine's not really similar to y'all's.
Can I just say John Elway at 5? Just a little bias there, David.
yeah, a lot of bias.
Two Broncos quarterbacks in the top 5.
Yeah, I know, right?
I mean, they're very,
I
very
wasn't
good.
the only one that saw that.
I mean,
Where
Elway
would y'all put Kelsey at in terms of tight ends?
Top 3.
David
Top
has
3.
TJ Hawkinson over Travis Kelce.
This season. Come on.
The Hawk.
I think Travis Kelce is the best tight end to ever play football.
So in their prime, would
1
you rather have Gronk or Travis Kelce? Prime.
Travis Kelce.
Oh,
Or Gronk.
I'm
Take
going
down
Kelce.
Gronk than it is Kelsey.
The reason I would take Gronk over Kelsey is because even Kelsey he's the better receiving tight end slightly because Gronk in his prime is just as good as him. But Rob's blocking ability is 10 times better than Travis Kelce. So that's why I feel like I would probably take Gronk over Kelce.
But here's the thing. So you've got Gronk with run blocking, and you've got Gronk with more aggressive, harder to take down. Then you've got Kelce with faster, better hands, better route running. I mean, he's just, I don't know.
Does Kelce have better
He's not a
hands than
slouch when
Gronk?
he's blocking.
I think so. He's had some crazy
close.
catches.
I don't know
Gronk
if
has
Kelce has
two.
the best hands as a tight end, though.
Yeah, I'll probably say
I'd give it to Antonio
Gonzalez.
Gates, to be
Tony
honest.
Gonzalez or Antonio
What goes
Gates. are the
into
best
being
hands.
a great tight end is not only a pass catcher, but you have to block like the O-line.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Y'all are underrating his blocking. It is pretty freaking good.
I was going to say, it's not bad by any means. And there's a reason that you have a second string tight end.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm saying right now, I'm giving it to Gronk, but then again, Kelsey's probably going to play another 3-4 years. So
Yeah, but
Yeah, so Gronk played hurt a lot, and doesn't he have the most touchdowns for a tight end all time? Or is that
It might-
Tony Gonzalez?
I think it's
I
Tony
think
Gonzalez.
Gronk has it.
It's still Tony.
I mean, Gronk has 92 receiving touchdowns. Like, that is absolutely wild.
I like Kelsey more because like I can put him in any type of system you want. I can line him up wherever I want to, whether that's him blocking, him even on the outside. I mean, the Chiefs did it against the Eagles, worked out fine. Like, I would like to have somebody like that as my tight end. You know?
So Gates is 1 at 116. Gonzalez is 2 at 111. Gronk is 3 at 93. Kelsey right now is at 72. So he'll need 22 touchdowns. And so he probably averages what? 11, 12 touchdowns a season.
He'll get that in 3 seasons.
He's also what, 33, right?
That doesn't. I mean,
He ain't slowing. He don't look like he's slowing down.
Hey, I'm just saying, just asking questions.
I know.
I just got to go Antonio Gates.
Yeah. But back to Mahomes for me. I think I've seen enough to put him in top 3. I know he's my favorite player in the NFL. I mean, that might be a little biased talking here, but I mean, the only 3 quarterbacks that I could possibly put over him is Brady, Manning, and Montana. Like that. That's pretty much it for me. Maybe him and Montana are tied at 3. I'd be okay with that, but I think I'd give this edge to Mahomes. I mean, first 5 years as a starter, he's made the AFC Championship or the Super Bowl.
Yeah. John, I do have a question for you, though. Say if Mahomes doesn't pass Brady in rings, right? Say Mahomes finishes with 5, right? Do you think it could be like a LeBron Jordan situation where obviously Jordan and Brady have more rings than Mahomes and James, but a lot of people still say LeBron is still better than Jordan just because he's the better player? Obviously, I think we all agree that Mahomes is a better quarterback than Brady, but would it take Mahomes passing Brady in rings, or say if he falls two or 3 short, we could still say Mahomes is better than Brady?
I mean, obviously, like a ring is kind of the ultimate like thing as a quarterback. Like nobody really said Brady was the GOAT until he passed Montana, right? But I mean, Mahomes is probably going to smoke him in every statistical category there is.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's a chance he could pass Brady in rings. I mean, if you keep doing this and you play as long as Brady did, I mean, you got a chance to do it. I'm not going to sit here and say he's going to do it, but I mean, who wouldn't want to go play with this guy? I mean, you're guaranteed to be making the AFC Championship at this point, and he's going to get you the ball. I mean, he's making Juju Smith-Schuster look good again, which is crazy.
TikTok boy.
Man,
He turned MVS into a really good receiver, and he had Aaron Rodgers as his quarterback before that.
Sure.
Kadarius Toney too.
Kadarius Toney as well. I mean, Pacheco, Jerick McKinnon. He's making these guys look good. So, I mean, I think it'll be pretty interesting. I'm not going to sit here and say he's won. As much as I would like to, I'm not going to do that to Tom Brady. I mean, he has 7 rings.
Yeah.
And balls out. So, I don't know. It's pretty interesting. So, I know this is a little early, but what are some of y'all's like early previews, predictions, and predictions for the offseason as well if you have them? So, I'll swing it to Davo first.
All right. The first one's it's a hot take. I think Lions win their division next season. I really like Dan Campbell. But I said Matt Campbell. Holy smokes, Dan Campbell. I think he's one of the most underrated coaches, just in terms of just like having a great connection with your players and coaches, and he's a great connection with both those categories. My second prediction / preview is that Steelers finish second in their division and make playoffs. Steelers are due for a wild card spot. I mean, it's been.
Kenny Pickett.
I mean, they finished 500.
Mm-hmm.
They finished 9-8 with Kenny Pickett at quarterback. So I mean, and he came in late. So,
Dog.
yeah, I mean, even getting Kenny Pickett just improving by one game, getting 10 wins, being 10-7, that's definitely guaranteed a wild card spot. I think Commanders and Cowboys battle for last in their division. Might be another hot take. And my last take might be another hot take with Brady being gone is that Panthers and Falcons battle for that division title next season.
Let's go.
All right, Davo, I got a couple questions for what you said. So with the Lions winning the division, do you think that changes if A, Aaron Rodgers comes back, and B, the Vikings add another piece to that offense, or even another kind of a playmaker on defense?
If the Vikings add another piece, I think it'll be close because the Lions were just consistent the whole season. I think they're just going to keep improving. In terms of Aaron Rodgers coming back, I mean, Aaron Rodgers needs help, and I don't know if the Packers are going to go do that for him.
Yeah.
I think they're looking to trade him or get rid of him. So I don't think that's going to make a difference.
Then my other question for you regarding the NFC South division. So obviously I know y'all seen the kind of the rumors that Saints might try to go get Derek Carr. Pretty mid quarterback. Do you think that'll help the Saints' chances out and maybe slide them into fighting for that number one spot?
Most definitely. But I think another great quarterback is going to slide in that division as well next season. His name being Lamar Jackson.
Whoa.
Going where?
Going to either the Panthers or the Falcons.
Okay.
I could definitely see him in ATL.
Okay.
Would love it. I
All
don't
right.
think so.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, James.
All right.
What you got for the good of the group here?
Sorry, David. I'm a combat what you just said about Lamar. He's not going to that division. He's going to go battle in a division with Josh Allen and Tua Tagovailoa, and he's going to go to New York and become a New York Jet. I think the situation's better. Awesome offensive line up there. Great head coach. Awesome defense. You got a young playmaker in Garrett Wilson. You got a great run game as well, and some up-and-coming tight ends. I think that's a better situation for Lamar. He can grow with that team. They can maybe get another receiver in the draft. That'd be a scary team. I'm just saying. If Lamar goes to New York, I think they can edge out Miami and Buffalo for the number one seed. That's a hot take. That's going to be the hottest take of the day. Okay. Saints or Panthers get Derek Carr. I think the Saints are obviously the clear front runner, but I think the Panthers do not need to try to find and draft a quarterback. They need to get a reliable quarterback right now. This team's win now. Window's starting to close because you're just going to have to start paying these defensive playmakers with Brian Burns, J.C. Horn, those guys. I think they got to make a move now. Third take, Pat Mahomes wins MVP again. I don't think that's really that hot of a take. There's no way that he doesn't win it again unless Justin Herbert has a good year. Broncos did not make the playoffs in year one of Sean Payton. I still think there's some issues that need to be worked out. I don't think it's going to take 1 year to fix them. It's going to be a project. I think Sean Payton wanted a project. Broncos are a project. You still have some pieces there on both sides of the ball. But I think Sean Payton's looking at this as a 5-year project instead of 1 year to get him in the playoffs right now. Last take, Justin Fields is a Pro Bowler for the NFC. I think the Bears are going to get him some help. He's going to look awesome. He looked awesome this year. I think he's going to improve. There's no way he doesn't decline. They got to give him some help. I think they're going to get him some help. He's going to be a Pro Bowler, in a conference that doesn't have necessarily a lot of elite quarterbacks.
All right. I got a question / slight issue with your last take. Bears got number 1 pick. They're slated and they're projected to take Bryce Young. And obviously, I think the reason why the Bears are sucking so much is because they can move out of Soldier Field and build that field in Arlington Park and use Soldier Field as something to blame for the atrocities that are committed on that football field, aka bad football. So if Bryce Young gets drafted to the Chicago Bears, what do you think is going to happen to Justin Fields?
They're not going to draft Bryce Young, John. They're going to trade back and go get a playmaker on the defensive side of the ball. They need an edge rusher. They're missing Khalil Mack and Roquan Smith, both all-pro edge rushers and / linebackers. They're going to go get Will Anderson or Jalen Carter or Tyree Wilson from Texas Tech, and maybe they try to get 2 picks out of this. Maybe I could see them maybe try and get another first-round pick, get a receiver, or maybe a tight end type of player. But they got a lot of cap. They got to use it. No teams don't like to have empty cap. Most owners are going to want to spend. And if they want to make this move to Arlington, they need a competitive team to make that move because no one's going to want to buy tickets for a team that doesn't compete. So.
Okay. I can see that. All right, Matt.
First prediction, Bengals 49ers Super Bowl next year. And I think Bengals win it. Joe Burrow, he's the man. In my opinion, he's right there behind Patty Mahomes. I think he is better than like the Josh Allens, Lamar Jacksons of the world. So, yeah, I think he wins the Super Bowl. I think the Titans win 12 games but don't make it to the conference championship. And then right after that, Derrick Henry leaves. Yeah, if he's not gone or traded already. I think his time in Tennessee's done. I think they're going to tank, especially after after doing so well and then just flopping in the playoffs. As far as the Broncos go down there, David, I think y'all do make a playoff this year, but Russell Wilson's not the answer. Going to be someone else. Probably won't draft this year, but draft a quarterback next year, get Russell Wilson out. I think that's all my hot takes.
So, do you think that because there's reports that T. Higgins may not be a Bengal next year, so let's say he's not on the team. How do you think the Bengals will do then if he's not on the Cincinnati Bengals?
I think he will come back, and if not, they'll draft a first-round wide receiver, just to kind of make up for it. I mean, he does have Hurst there. Obviously, Jamar Chase, one of the best receivers in the NFL right now. I think he'll be just fine.
Okay. I just didn't know if that would change your pick or not if he's not on the team. Okay. All right, Kelv.
All right, I'm about to get my Skip Bayless on right now. This might be the hottest take in this call. Super Bowl next year, barring if both teams, really if one team stays healthy and one team's quarterback doesn't turn the ball over a lot. Cowboys, Chargers, Super Bowl.
No way.
I love it.
Cowboys, Chargers, Super Bowl. Right. Let's not act like Dallas doesn't have the talent to do it. The thing that killed them this year was Dak's turnovers, right? Which I think is, I want to say an easy fix, but it's something you can fix, right? It's not a end of the world problem. You can fix turnovers, right? Even with him turning the ball over there, right there on the cusp of an NFC Championship game, right? Chargers, like I said, only thing big if, just stay healthy. They have, I mean, you could argue they have more talent than the Chiefs on their roster from top to bottom, right? But their thing is they can't stay healthy, and hopefully with the new offensive coordinator, what Joe Lombardi's going with Kellen Moore, and they could probably make some noise. But like I said, biggest thing is staying healthy. So right as of right now, Cowboys Chargers Super Bowl, right? I think the Eagles take just a slight step back. Josh Allen doesn't get it done again. You guys know I'm all for the Josh Allen slander. So, NFC South, all 4 teams will have new starting quarterbacks start the season. Lamar to the Falcons. Sorry, Coach P. Derek Carr to Saints. Panthers will draft a quarterback, probably CJ Stroud. Aaron Rodgers to Tampa Bay. I just got a feeling. Just got a feeling. I don't think Tampa Bay is ready to blow it up yet, right? Because you're looking at them now and you're like, okay, Brady's going, who's the quarterback? You still have all this talent on your roster. They still have a really good defense. They still have 2 really good wide receivers. Offensive line is good. They just need to stay healthy. That was their biggest thing this season. They couldn't stay healthy. They obviously need to work on the running backs and probably get a decent tight end, shore up some things on the defense. But biggest need is a quarterback. And I don't think they think their window is closed. So I think we're going to go out there and try and get a quarterback. And why not Aaron Rodgers? I think here's another hot take. This is for my team, slightly biased. I think Patriots win the division. Why not? Patriots were what, 8-9 this year, 9-8, with a defensive coordinator calling our plays. Now we have an actual NFL offensive coordinator calling. I mean, we wasted great defense. Patriots will always have great defense as long as Bill Belichick is there, right? We have good running backs. We have a good O-line. We just need receivers. And hopefully Bill O'Brien can call some plays and develop Mac Jones into being a half-decent quarterback. Because if you look at a lot of Patriots games, Patriots were in a lot of their games. It was just they couldn't score the ball, right? Their defense held them in most of the games that they played this year. But, I mean, obviously the Raiders game happened. That basically knocked us out of the playoffs right there. So, I mean, the Bills are kind of almost in that purgatory mode of we're good, but we're not good enough. The Dolphins don't know if they have a quarterback because Tua is hurt almost every week, right? And we don't know what the Jets are going to do a quarterback because if they roll out Zach Wilson or Mike White, then I'm not trusting them to win the division. So, I mean, obviously a lot of people want to say Buffalo may be in the best spot. They probably are still. I mean, that's why I said it's a hot take. But I think at the end of the day, if the Patriots can get a decent offense, maybe 13th to 14th in the league, I think they could win some games and potentially win the division. So all hot takes right there, steaming.
So let's say Patriots do make the playoffs and they do win the division. Do you have faith in Mac Jones winning you a playoff game?
Depends on who it is. I mean, if you're saying he has to go to Arrowhead, round 1 or round 2, whatever, probably not. But I mean, I could see the Patriots beating the Ravens or the Jags or the Titans.
Oh no, not the Jags.
The Jags?
Can't see the Patriots beating the Jags. What's so outlandish about that?
Because
I can see y'all beating the Chargers. How about that? I can see
Oh
that.
my God!
I'll say we have a better chance of beating Jacksonville than the Chargers.
no, because
Yes.
look what Jacksonville did this year. They almost beat the Chiefs, but guess what? They did that without Calvin Ridley, who they're getting back next year.
Exactly.
Yes,
Okay.
just
And
Jags are going to be scary.
And capital. And they got money.
So what happens when Trevor Lawrence plays a good defense? He look like ass.
He has one receiver.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah,
Evan
but-
Ingram had
okay,
over 900
okay,
yards
Kel.
this year.
Evan Ingram.
Wait,
Travis
Kel.
Etienne had over 1,000. Zay Jones, Christian Kirk, and Marvin Jones all had over 700, 800 yards.
And I'm hearing 3 names that don't add up to Calvin Ridley.
They don't.
Okay.
Go ask for Kadarius Toney's top 5 receivers in the NFL and see what he says about Christian Kirk.
All right, here's the
I'm
problem.
listening.
Yeah, he sucked in the first half against the Chargers in the playoffs. Not going to sit here and say it, but what did he do in the second half? He lit them up.
It
Torched
doesn't
them.
matter, guys. It's all a script. I mean, come on.
You guys are acting like the Patriots don't have a top 5 defense in this league.
They do.
Oh, I'm not saying y'all ain't got a good defense.
Against playoff teams this year, teams with close to a winning record. Patriots lost to Miami. Wait, did Miami have a winning record? Yeah, they did. They split with Miami 1-1. They beat Pittsburgh 17-14. They beat Detroit 29-0. Lost to Minnesota by a touchdown. Lost to Buffalo twice by 2 possessions both times. Lost to Cincinnati by 4. Patriots are there. And all those games were, lost to Cincinnati 22-18. Say you have a half decent offense, Patriots win that game in Cincinnati. So I don't think it's outlandish to say that if the Patriots have an offense that they'll be back to 10-7, 11-6.
It's a huge if. But I do agree with you that the Eagles are going to take a step back. They put something on the Super Bowl about defensive free agents for the Eagles. There's no way they're signing those 7 guys back, all of them, because they're going to want their money. Most of them had career years. James Bradbury was on a $12 million contract. He's going to want to be paid a top 5 corner. I think Fletcher Cox is a free agent. I think Brandon Graham's a free agent. A couple other guys. They're not going to sign those dudes back. So I just see them taking a step back.
And I'm just looking at the Patriots schedule right now. They have a lot of winnable games. Washington is easily a winnable game. Dallas probably not. Denver, Vegas. You play Miami twice. Usually split with Miami. Buffalo, maybe lose both of them. Jets twice, could beat them twice or split with them. Do have to face the AFC West this year, so do have to play Kansas City and the Chargers. Eagles probably L. Giants could definitely split with them, and then Indy and New Orleans are probably wins, and then Pittsburgh Patriots could probably beat the Steelers too. So that's about 9-10 games right there that the Patriots can win.
All falls on Mac Jones, in my opinion.
It does.
All right, Coach B.
I don't think he's the guy to do it.
Yeah, but anyways, moving on. Coach P, what you got for us, big guy?
All right. So I've heard New York Jets. I've heard Atlanta Falcons. I've heard Carolina Panthers for Lamar. The one I haven't heard that I would really like to see him in is, why not Washington? They're a good quarterback away from being a really good team. Winning games with Taylor Heineke, obviously, not to speak down on him, but he's not Lamar. Carson Wentz is Carson Wentz. That says all that needs to be said there. So yeah, I would like to see Lamar in a Commanders jersey. Let's go on from there. Yeah, Davo, about the Broncos. I think it's going to be a bit of a rebuild. I don't think it's going to be a 1-year, run and done. I think it's going to be definitely a little bit of a rebuild that is going on there. For no other reason other than Sean Payton's got to get the guys in, got to get them adjusted to the offense, to the defense, to the to the environment that he wants it to be. So a coaching change is never easy, especially in the NFL. Yeah, I'm trying to think of some other things that we've talked about. Obviously, the Falcons. I want to talk about them. Just don't be scared to spend that money that you have. I know in the past that we've gone out and we have splurged on 2 guys that might not have been worth it at the time because they were on the tail end of their careers. Julio and Matt Ryan. Love both of those guys, but they were not worth the financial hell that they put us in. So yeah, now that we've got that cap, now that we've finally recovered, why not go out, get a defensive tackle? Fletcher Cox is a free agent. Go get him, help out Grady Jarrett. I mean, get that. That's 2 good pass rushers right there, run stoppers. Get that. You've got I don't know where I would rank AJ, probably top 10 cornerback in AJ, I would say probably. You think higher? Definitely top 10.
I'm saying that's good. That's good.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
I was going to say, I would say definitely top 10. I would love to say top 5, but not yet.
Westlake product.
What?
Westlake, Texas. That's where you went, right, Kel? With K Klubnik and Drew Brees. Yeah.
Coach B, I do have one hot take for the Falcons, though. I think Tyler Algier finished top 5 in rushing.
I like that. I was about to say, and before I say this, I'm not saying they're better than everybody in the rookie class, but we do have the highest rated receiver and running back. I think Algier was the best running back rookie, not necessarily London being the best wide receiver rookie. But, I mean, they were the 2 highest rated. We've got Kyle Pitts coming back. All we need is another receiver. I mean, get another receiver, help them out. Get that pass rusher, maybe one more cornerback, spend that money, go out. The schedule allows for us to get, if we play our cards right, the schedule that we have allows us to get between 10 and 12 wins next season.
Now, Coach P, if say you guys finish 7-10 again, what do you think it'll be time for you guys to move on from Arthur Smith?
If we finish 7-10 again, I will be a full-time Bengals fan. There's no reason. There's no reason.
I can see the
I do have a question for you, Coach P.
Well, James is saying
before I let you off the hook. Oh, go ahead. My bad, James. I didn't hear you.
I could see the Falcons maybe throwing $20 million a year to James Bradbury, pair alongside AJ Terrell.
I wouldn't hate it. We also have Casey Hayward for another year. I don't know if we cut him, but we haven't cut Mariota yet either. And when we cut him, that cap space is going up by another 15.
Oh, yeah. Once the NFL year starts, he's done. That's probably the first move.
Yeah.
So, Coach P, let's say, you guys don't get Lamar Jackson. Do you think, let's say, and you should have that, pretty good first-round pick, do you think that you would much rather sign a free agent QB that's not Lamar Jackson or draft a quarterback in this class?
If you draft a quarterback in this class, I want it to be a mid-round quarterback. Because, I mean, I would be okay to seeing what Ritter has, but we've got so much cap space, but that doesn't mean that we don't have holes to fill. We have more than just a quarterback position to fill. If we go and we throw $50 million to Lamar, then we're in the same predicament that we were in the beginning of this season. Nothing really changed. We might get one more player with a good draft. So, we've got 9 draft picks. Why not? We could reach and see what we could get in the 4th, 5th round quarterback. I don't want to go top 3 rounds quarterback, though. I think that should be dedicated to defense, wide receiver.
Okay. Yeah, I was just wondering what you thought about that because I think it's going to be really interesting to see what y'all do this offseason in terms of that if you don't get Lamar Jackson. I just want to pick your brain about that. So I guess a couple things that I think.
Sponsored by Chick-fil-A.
This is probably the most hot take of tonight, I think. Whatever team Lamar Jackson is on, he'll be a 2-time NFL MVP, right? If he's healthy. This is all banking on if he's healthy. I think he will be another MVP. Another take for Davo. Broncos will be the number 1 seed in the AFC West. Over the Chiefs.
Same thing happened last year. I do not want to hear it again.
Well, you're hearing it. I think you got the right guy in the building. Look at what I know. There's a lot of hate in Russell Wilson, and he could be going to jail for a little while.
I hope so.
But let's say none of that happens. He's with the offensive-minded coach again, like Pete Carroll. Like I said, way better. You got Sean Payton, and he's going to thrive. I mean, he's a good quarterback regardless of how you may spin it. He's a good quarterback. I don't know if last year was just him just trying to adjust or a coaching issue or whatever that is, but you have Sean Payton in the building, and he's not going to put up with the BS. So I think Russell Wilson is going to make a change, and I think he's going to be a good quarterback again. In terms of the Eagles, I do agree that they will take a step back, but I mean, y'all are saying that they're not going to sign their guys back. I think they will. I mean, we've seen the social media posts. We've seen everything. Like, that's a tight group, and I think that they're going to honestly do what Tampa Bay did a couple years and kind of take a little less money. But other than that, I don't really have any other hot takes. So yeah. Is it draft time, guys? I think it's
draft time.
Did we do the wheel? Did y'all do the wheel before I got on?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go purely.
You and Kel are top two again. So.
Yeah. So
am I 1 or 2?
You're 2.
What's the draft?
Best championship / playoff series games. Yo, Owens, you there?
Matt. Shit.
Hello, Matt Owens.
We lost them, boys.
Oh boy.
Well, he can join back in. That he was frozen.
Ooh, this is gonna be a good draft. I mean, I already got the number 1 pick. But
Kelvin, you hyped me up with that Chargers Super Bowl pick.
hey, man, I feel like you guys are there.
I forgot another hot take. This is pretty hot too. Actually, I got 2. One, this is all Clemson related. One, Deshaun Watson will be going back to normal form.
Better hope.
He's going to get an actual full season with his team, full off season, get to practice, get to do all this now. He kind of went in cold turkey. I think the Cleveland Browns made a dumb move in not starting Jacoby Brissett over him until he got adjusted, because you can't just throw a dude in the middle of a game and expect him to win that ball game for you. I mean, he hasn't even practiced. He's practiced 1 week,
Yeah.
Hot take number 2, Jacksonville Jaguars will be making the AFC Championship.
Ooh. The AFC is just ridiculously
so stacked.
I think it's going to be Chiefs, Jaguars, and Arrowhead.
I mean, I think we know the Texans and Colts are probably the 2 worst teams, and probably the Raiders, but every other team is decent.
Yeah.
I would say, or can win or make the playoffs, except for 2 teams in the AFC. That's crazy.
I think AFC's up for grabs. NFC, on the other hand,
I think NFC is Niners, Cowboys, or Eagles.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah, and then you might have the Falcons, you might have the Rams, depending on
the Giants with Daniel Jones.
Might have the Commanders. Like Lions. A lot of, like, I mean, it's just up for grabs. Like, you don't know who's going to make it. In the NFC. Owens, you good now?
Yeah, sorry, technical difficulties.
No, we're about to start the draft though, so
All right.
I guess Kelvin, hit us with your first pick, man.
Yeah. Oh, and so let me just explain the draft rules to you real quick. Obviously, it's a snake draft, kind of moderated a little bit, and then once we make our picks, you can go back through one time. We got to go in order though. If you want to change out your picks or anything like that, if you aren't satisfied, but we
did pick
3. Okay. Yeah, 5 would have been way too much. Number 1 pick. I mean, definitely my favorite series. Every game I got from watching this series just gave me goosebumps. Give me the 2016 NBA Finals. I mean, the 3-1 comeback. against the 73-9 Warriors. I mean, that from Curry getting ejected, Draymond being suspended a game, Kyrie's shot, LeBron's block. That finals had all the moments, and just to top it off, LeBron winning it for Cleveland, what he promised to do. That was just great. So yeah, give me the 2016 NBA Finals.
Good pick. I'd probably take that number one too. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Never me in that spot, but it's not. So.
Coach P.
Coach P.
Oh man, give me. Sorry, Kelvin.
Okay.
Give me the 2018 national championship. I mean, the second and 26 from the 41. Tua coming in to replace Jalen. Just couldn't have written a better script. Just so good. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna take.
Golly, Owens.
Was he supposed to be next?
Is John then Owens?
Oh no.
I'm still here. I'm still here.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
All right, so again, Kelvin, I'm gonna go with the series. Had me in my goosebumps. Probably the one of the most memorable sports or basketball calls. Corner three from Ray Allen. Give me the Heat Spurs. What year was that? 20?
That was 2013.
Yeah, 2013. Yeah,
Yeah, that was it.
that was electric.
LeBron's legacy on the line.
Yeah, that was electric. Awesome series to watch. Spurs went off. Those old guys still had it in them. Then you had Heat. LeBron doing everything he could, and the whole teams. I thought both teams. Won through the whole team. I mean, coaching was awesome. Players were awesome. So it was good basketball to see.
All right, Owens, what you got? Number one pick.
All right, so I'm gonna go 2016 Western Conference Finals for multiple reasons.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
Obviously, Game 6 Clay. Can't beat it. Go down in history. And then also, it was the end of the era over in OKC. After that, KD left. The big three over in OKC split up, and things have not been the same at OKC since. So that's what I'm going with.
Good one. James.
Guys, I'm deciding between two, but I think I'm gonna go with this one. Give me a sec. And make sure I got the right year. Okay. Yep. Give me 2005 National Championship, Texas versus
Dang.
Trojans.
God.
That was an awesome duel. I think Vince Young versus Reggie Bush. I mean, that's probably one of the closest Heisman races of all time. They dueled it out on stage. Biggest stage. That was an awesome game.
Dang, James, that was a really good one. I was hoping that could slide. All right, Devo, back to back.
This is hard. Give me Super Bowl XLII. The helmet catch Super Bowl. When the Giants defeated the Patriots.
That one hurt.
Yeah, but that's okay because with the next pick, make sure this is the right one. I had several different Super Bowls written down. I'm not very good with numbers. Give me Super Bowl XLIX. XLIX. That's when the Seahawks played the Patriots and your boy came through.
What was that? Was that 14?
Legion of Boom.
Was that 14 or 15? No, 15 was Broncos Panthers. So I think 14 was Patriots Seahawks. Yeah, so 2014 Super Bowl. All right, James.
I don't know if this one's going to be allowed. Y'all can tell me if it is. 2005, Tiger Woods winning the Masters.
I think that counts. It's a round.
That definitely
I guess.
counts.
Yeah.
All
right. Matt, back on the board.
All right, so we're gonna go 2022 AFC Divisional Round, Kansas City Chiefs versus the Buffalo Bills. The coin toss game.
Mm,
Such
Yeah.
a great game for it to end that way.
that's true. Buffalo.
Y'all gonna like my last one.
If it's not taken. John.
Yeah, so this might be argued as the greatest comeback in Major League Baseball. You probably have the most heated sports rivalry in professional sports. 2004, David Ortiz leads a comeback against the New York Yankees. 2004 ALCS, Boston Red Sox versus New York Yankees.
That's a good one.
And then you got Kurt Schilling with the bloody ankle. That's sick.
Coach P.
Oh, I'm also going to go the baseball route, but I'm going to go more recency just because it's a feel good for me. Give me the 2021 World Series champion Atlanta Braves. I mean, back and forth. Game 5, we were up 3-1. Adam Duvall hit that grand slam. Could have sworn we had it. They came back and won. I threw up a little because I definitely thought it was going to be a repeat of the Dodgers LCS. So, it just was not a good couple of days for me waiting for Game 6. And then the shot heard around the world with the Jorge Soler home run.
Mm-hmm.
That ball, that is what the U.S. Army shot down the other day. They said it was a balloon. It was Jorge Soler's home run ball. So it finally landed, fellas.
Sheesh.
Uh,
I had a weird feeling you're going to pick that.
Oh, I mean, I can't not. Like,
guys, you know what I'm about to pick here. I
Oh,
shouldn't
boy.
even. I don't even think I have to say it. I'm not even gonna say. I'm not even gonna say the numbers. I'm just gonna say 2017 Super Bowl. I'm not gonna say any numbers that may. Hey, the day is coming up in about a month and a half, but I'm not gonna say any numbers. Yeah, I'm just gonna put that.
man, I love y'all.
So I'm interested to see your final pick though.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
I hope this one's still on.
I just hope you don't take mine.
I'm trying to think of some great college games. There are some great national championships out there, or even there are some good playoff semifinal games out there too. I could go Georgia, Oklahoma. I could go. I could go Auburn, Florida State, 2013. But I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take the Coach P route with this one. I gotta rep my team, man. 2022 National Championship. Dogs finally get over the hump. Keely Ringo.
Jesus Christ.
The Keely Ringo interception. I don't think you guys know how much that meant to Georgia fans beating Alabama and then beating them in the National
Only
Championship.
the Georgia fans. No one else.
You guys don't, like I
underdogs.
said, the last time Georgia beat Bama before that game was 2007. I was 9 years old. I was 24 when that game happened. all the tough times that Georgia was this close, and the only team was stopping them from Bama. 2012 SEC championship, 2017 national championship. 2018 national championship, 2018 SEC championship, the 2020 game, even the 2021 SEC championship game, we got blowed out by Bama, and I thought it was over. And then for Keely Ringo to intercept that ball and return it back for a touchdown was probably one of the greatest sports moments of my life. So, yeah, give me the 2022 national championship game. A little homerism there, but
That's not what I was thinking you're gonna pick. You're gonna be honest, but all right.
All right, Coach P, back up.
All right. So I'm going to go the non-conventional route. I'm going to go with my sport. I'm going to say the 2022 French Open. Rafael Nadal won his 14th French Open, 22nd major. I mean, dude just went off. He 5-setters, beat Novak Djokovic in the quarterfinals, went on from there, had been battling injuries for years. I mean, just a feel-good comeback story from someone that I grew up watching and idolized in a way. So, yeah.
John, I'm ready to hear this pick you're talking about, man.
Yeah, so, initially going into this, I was thinking, maybe the Arizona Cardinals and Steelers and whatever Super Bowl that was. I mean, I could go with either Clemson National Championship. But the one I'm going to say really hurts a lot. Hurts so much. Watched it live. Marcus Page comes down the court, hits a three, and then this is the real shot heard around the world. Sorry, Coach P. Chris Jensen gets it from 40 feet out and bangs it home. I'm going Villanova versus North Carolina.
What year was that?
2016.
Right.
That was a good one.
Because we won the next year.
Yeah. Because you guys beat Oregon in the Natty the next year, right?
Yeah, that was easy.
Dude. I was going to pick that. I was waiting to rub that in your face, John.
Dang. All right, Owens, last pick.
All right, so there was several different games I wanted to go with on this one, especially with it being the last. There was the beatdown we put on Tennessee this past year, or the beatdown we put on Clemson. That was great too.
Beatdown.
The game I'm gonna go with is the pick six, or not pick six, return six. What is it?
The kick six.
Kick six. That's
Wait, Matt, we're doing playoff series, buddy. Playoffs.
I mean,
should we let that slide? Do we want to let that? It kind of looks.
It hurt
Alabama's
chances.
Nope.
Sorry, bud.
Damn.
Roll Tide.
You're going to the internet now.
Yeah, that was my lock.
He said, "Man, I'll be right back."
2015 national championship game, Clemson versus Alabama.
There's a lot out there, Owens. You got the Ohio State Bama 2014 playoff game. That was really good. Georgia Ohio State this year.
You got David Freese hitting a bomb in the World Series. The Cardinals win. You got the Rams Super Bowl.
Lakers Celtics finals.
I mean, you get
that was my pick.
Which one was that?
nothing. You got
gosh,
Clemson
Kelvin.
men's soccer national championship game. I mean, you
That
got
was I completely went off my notes, man.
Oh shit!
All right, well, just because since LSU ended up winning the national title that year, just their whole season, even the game beating Clemson, just that LSU team, best team ever in college football.
yeah.
Psych.
So I'll just put LSU Clemson. 20
Yeah.
Was that 2019? Yeah,
I think
2019.
it was. I was looking for the year. I couldn't find it.
It's 2019. I remember exactly where I was during that game.
That's what you do.
All right, James.
I could steal David's, but I'm not going to.
I apologize, Dave.
I don't know if I want to go personal. I mean, I might go 2022 South Carolina Women's Basketball Championship. Just because I jumped in the fountain after that was an awesome moment. Probably one of the best moments of my life.
Run.
I could do 2010 College Baseball World Series, South Carolina versus UCLA. Went Merrifield, hit the game-winning hit. But I think I'm going to go basketball here. I'm going to go the Sixers versus Raptors series where Kawhi hit the game-winning shot.
That's a good one.
That's the real shot heard around the world. And ultimately, they went on to win the NBA Finals. So that's what I'm going to go with. That whole series was just a watch.
That was semis, right?
Yeah. No. Wait,
because the Raptors
they played the Bucks after.
they played the Bucks. So yeah, that's the semifinals.
Yeah.
I can
He's
burn
from me.
bar down.
All right, Devo, I think.
Maybe the 1984 NBA Finals, man. Bird versus AIDS. I mean, Magic, man.
I thought you were going like 08 or 09.
I thought you were going
10.
to go like 1980 with Magic Johnson hitting that shot.
1984 NBA Finals. Whenever there's a 7-game series, went to 7
All right.
Yeah, that's a good series.
With-
I thought you
with
were
Bird
going
and Magic.
It's
2010.
crazy. Nobody picked 1996
Nah.
Bulls versus Jazz. It's crazy.
1984 Lakers Celtics NBA Finals.
Hmm.
All right. Do I want to make any picks? Do I want to make any changes? Says Bama at UGA. I could. Man, one series I'm thinking about is Boston versus Miami 2012 semifinals. Or was that the conference finals? It was one of them, but LeBron's legacy was on the line in Game 6, and he dropped 45.
What about?
I don't think I'm going to make any changes. James really stole my pick with Texas USC. I thought I would be able to grab that one. If I grab that one, I think my list would smash all of y'all's, but
You say that every week, and they don't.
Coach P, you want to make any changes?
No, I'm good.
All right. John, you want to make any changes?
Nope.
Matt, you want to make any changes?
James, what was your last one again? What was your third one?
The Philly-Toronto series where Kawhi hit that shot in 2019.
All right, so I'm gonna take one from James if it counts. I'm gonna change my last answer, LSU, to the back-to-back championships. South Carolina won in baseball.
You got to choose one of them.
Got to choose one.
It's definitely gonna be the first one, right?
Yeah, 09 or 08.
Yeah.
It has to be the first one.
Bro, Matt, where did you go? All I see is your hat. There he is.
All right, so I was sitting on. What year did Carolina win the first one?
It was
2010.
09 or 10.
2009.
10.
So was it 08-09 season or 09-10 season?
I'm pretty sure it's 09-10.
Yeah,
I don't
that's what
think.
thought, too.
Well, it's baseball season, so.
Oh yeah, it doesn't go.
No,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
2010. 2010.
2010. Yeah, because you guys went 10-11, right?
Mm-hmm.
College World Series.
What was it? The last one in the old stadium, first one in the new stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried to pick Francis Marion being the USC, man.
Take it easy.
That was crazy.
Take it
I remember
easy.
that game.
James, you got any changes?
I know the culture probably wants me to go Bulls 96, but nah.
And Davo, you got any changes?
No, I'm tempted to throw in some soccer like the 2006 World Cup Finals, but I'm not going to.
This year's World Cup Finals.
I was about to say, I thought about this year's World Cup final.
Oh, picks are locked in now.
Yeah.
Honorable mentions, like I said, 2013 National Championship, Auburn, Florida State. That was a great game.
Yeah.
Oregon, Auburn. That was a great game.
2015 National
Oregon,
Championship.
Florida State, too.
2015 National Championship. Hunter Renfrow catching that ball as
I mean,
my
time
God.
expires.
that was literally all-time game. Chiefs 24-0 comeback over the Texans in the second round of the divisional round.
Cubs, Marlins, NLCS when the infamous foul ball thing happened. That
Yeah.
was a good series.
Marlins winning the World Series, too.
Yeah.
Edgar Renteria hit that game-winning hit.
And Edgar Renteria, what a dog.
Yeah. David Freese hitting that homer.
2016 UFC championship when the Falcons dismantled the Green Bay Packers, and that was the last time I felt happiness.
Cubs Indian 2016 World Series. That
Yeah.
was really good.
How did
Super
that
Bowl
one not
50.
get taken? It was so
That-
iconic.
That
Bruins,
World
Stanley Cup
Series, like I really didn't watch any World Series except if like the Red Sox were playing, but that World Series I was literally glued to the TV every
It's an
second.
iconic World Series.
Yeah,
can't-
that was a great one.
Even John has to admit that one.
What?
That the Cubs World Series in 2016 was crazy.
Yeah. I'd argue the one where David Freese hit the bomb, 2000.
It was 106 years.
Any college ones out there? College basketball? I'm trying to think of some.
Texas
Oh,
Tech,
the
Virginia.
Butler back-to-back games. Their
Virginia-
Butler's back-to-back
Virginia
national
Butler.
championships.
Duke, Butler, Virginia, Texas Tech,
Virginia,
Duke,
Auburn.
Kentucky, when Leitner hit the shot.
Yeah, those were all
Virginia,
great,
Auburn.
great series.
Virginia, Auburn.
Michael Jordan against Georgetown, 1982.
Yep.
Yeah.
Larry
Man,
Bird,
there's-
Magic,
Yep.
78.
Blues Bruins Stanley Cup final a couple years ago. That was pretty good.
What was Jordan's toughest finals? Was it the Suns or was it the Jazz?
I
Or
mean,
was it the Supersonics?
None.
I think it was probably the Suns, right? I mean, yeah. Lakers blew
Also,
out
just
everybody.
wanted to the flashback to earlier. You were talking about Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is definitely going to Las Vegas.
I don't see it.
He's definitely going to Vegas.
I can burn the bar down. Well, Sauce Gardner wants Derek Carr, but that's another topic for another day. Well, I think this ends it, fellas. Appreciate Frat Boy Owens coming in and
Hey, real
coming
quick,
in the show. What up?
can I just play something?
Uh-oh.
The shot heard around the world.
Hey, dude. Well, we will see y'all next week. I appreciate everybody with the support and everything. So, yeah, see y'all later.